The embedded question and awareness predicates are a fantastic combination to not only slide ideas into the minds of your targets and your listeners and your friends and your potential lovers, but also sound much more charismatic, to send a lot more elegant language across the conversational threshold into the brains of your listeners. Now, what is an embedded question? It's kind of like an embedded command, but it starts off as a question. So when you start off with a question, it kind of softens the mind of your listener so they'll be much more receptive to the embedded command when it lands. I don't know if you had the experience yet of being able to use embedded commands every time you talk to people. I don't know if you're aware of what happens when you leverage language patterns during your regular conversations. Now, I don't know if you noticed the awareness predicates, the words like realize or understand or recognize, because generally speaking, whatever comes after the awareness predicate is presupposed to be true. I don't know if you realize X, but when you do, you'll get Y, Z, and A, and B, and C. X is presupposed to be true. And when you combine this with the embedded command, it will have a compounding effect in the brains of your listeners. I don't know if you've begun to realize now how intelligent you really are. And I don't know if you've ever had a time to daydream about what happens when you use your intelligence to point your ambition into a bigger and brighter future. I don't know if you've yet to discover what happens when you make the decision to join the Mind Persuasion Vault and gain access to over 200 training videos and dozens of subliminal programming sessions. And I don't know if you have had the experience of being able to use subliminal programming sessions to reprogram your beliefs so you can operate in the world with much more confidence, much more elegance, much more conversational flow. And I don't know if you've had time to imagine now what it's like when you can talk to people with such hypnotic conversational flow. You put them in a wonderful trance where they will float in a state of mind and end up wherever you want them to be. I don't know if you've had the time to imagine now what it will be like when you use the persuasion sequence to just relax and ask questions to people and use the information that already exists in the brains of your targets to lead them to decide whatever you'd like them to decide, so you can both benefit in wonderfully profitable and sexually enjoyable ways.